Look, we here at the MeidasTouch Network are never going to gaslight you. Call it out what it is. A white male registered as a Republican shot at a Republican presidential candidate in Butler, Pennsylvania. Why can't anybody say that clearly? Because that's what happened. The FBI has identified who the shooter was. Thomas Matthew Cook, 20 years old, registered Republican. He was a gun nut. He was wearing pro-Second Amendment paraphernalia the same way that MAGA Republicans do all the time. MAGA Republicans like this Congress member Clyde, who would pass out AR-15 pins to replace American flag pins to his fellow MAGA Republicans in Congress. And they would walk around on it. Remember when all the MAGA Republicans would walk around with their AR-15 pins? They continue to do it to this day. Or you remember when they would take the photos with their AR-15s, the Christmas photos with the AR-15s. You know what? I think it's worth looking at the speeches that Donald Trump has been giving as part of his campaign rally over and over again, where he talks about the proliferation of these weapons of war and how he's doing nothing about it. Come take it from me, he says. Here's what Donald Trump said at a speech that he gave before the NRA recently. He said, "Come take it." Here, play this clip.
Raised the flag high and dared any foe to come and take it. Do you know what that is? Come and take it. Come and take it.
Here's Donald Trump bragging that when he was in office, he did nothing on guns at all. Play the clip.
During my 4 years, nothing happened, and there was great pressure on me having to do with guns. We did nothing. We didn't yield. And once you yield a little bit, that's just the beginning. That's the avalanche begins.
Here's Donald Trump bragging that he fought Obama's efforts to ban 3D printed guns. Play the clip.
You know that very well in this auditorium. I fought Obama's unconstitutional effort to ban 3D printed guns. I stood up.
Then Donald Trump says that the issue is not guns, it's thugs, he says. Here, play this clip.
But let's be very clear, the issue is not too many guns. The issue is too many thugs, hoodlums, and savage criminals on our street. That's really what the issue is.
Recently, Donald Trump made a selfie video of himself a month or so ago where he was signing a gun for Roseanne Barr. And he made this video. Look, I'm signing this gun for you. And he posted it on his social media. Play this clip.
We love you, Roseanne. We love you. I'm signing this especially for you. And we love everything you represent. Keep fighting. Thank you.
And do you remember where Donald Trump's spokesperson, Stephen Chung, the campaign spokesperson, tweeted a video of Donald Trump in a gun shop saying that Donald Trump was getting this gift as a gun from the gun shop, and they made a whole big deal about it. Then Stephen Chung had to remove it because being a convicted felon with a gun has a lot of issues. Remember this, though? Play this video that Trump and his team posted.
Like this from Glock. Wow.
And they sell well.
Yes, they sell very well.
They like you.
I'm going to buy one. Sir, if you want one, this one.
No, I want to buy one. I want to buy one.
Can I get one more picture with the president?
Go ahead.
And it's right here. I just want one.
Go ahead.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hey, let me have a minute. Y'all look so good. Watch this. Hunt it.
You got it.
And hey, jump in one more time. With Julian, hey, the Attorney General, jump in.
I want Attorney General.
You look good.
Appreciate it.
Hey, you have that.
We sell tons of them.
Is it blocked?
Glock is
Very good,
fantastic. A huge partnership with Butler, one of the biggest. I don't know that they ever can. It's just
That's a big seller.
Oh, hey, this
Big
is
seller.
fantastic. 1, 2, 3.
And then as Donald Trump makes all of these statements about guns, he uses terms like, he says, like, I'm protecting you from demons and demonic forces in his speeches. Play this clip.
But I wanted to and had to stand up to the communists, the Marxists, the atheists, and the evil and demonic forces that want to destroy our country. They're destroying our country. I took their fire and I did it gladly. I'm protecting the people in this room. I'm protecting the people of this nation. And I have to tell you, it's not easy, but it's something that's such an honor to be doing. It's no wonder. Thank you.
And while he says that, he then plays this like QAnon music in the background. Play this clip.
By sick and demented people, a nation whose once revered airports are dirty, crowded mess. You sit and wait for hours and then are notified that the plane won't leave and they have no idea when they will, where ticket prices have tripled. They don't have the pilots to fly the planes. They don't have qualified air traffic controllers, and they just don't know what they're doing.
And then Donald Trump has all of his other kind of MAGA people at these events, you know, saying the same thing. And like this is Marjorie Taylor Greene at one of Donald Trump's recent speeches, where she blames Nancy Pelosi's husband for being the victim of attempted murder, and saying that perhaps he should have had the gun. Here, play this clip.
Where Americans are robbed, stabbed, raped, kidnapped, carjacked, and murdered. But the only crime victim you hear about from Democrats in the media is Paul Pelosi. Paul Pelosi was brutally attacked by a drugged-out illegal alien that should have been deported. And Paul Pelosi should have been a gun owner and shot his attacker.
You take a look right here of the top recipients of money from the NRA: Donald Trump, $500,000, Ted Cruz, $107,000, Elise Stefanik, $49,000, Mike Johnson, $45,000, Marsha Blackburn, $38,000 right there. Lindy Lee says, where was this Republican freakout when 25-year-olds and 6 teachers were slaughtered at Sandy Hook? When kids were decapitated by an AR-15 at Uvalde? When kids were murdered at Parkland? When dozens were killed and hundreds injured in Las Vegas? Where was your energy then? Congressmember Eric Swalwell said, I don't know why a Republican would try to kill his party's own nominee with an assault rifle, but it's wrong. Violence has never been the answer. Violence is not the answer. Violence will never be the answer. He was actually responding to a post we made on the MeidasTouch network that the Trump shooter was identified as Thomas Matthew Crooks, 20-year-old from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Crooks is a registered Republican in Pennsylvania who last voted in the 2022 midterms. And, you know, just looking at some of these atrocious takes right here from media, as always. You know, the media's first thing to do is rush. Why is this good for Donald Trump and bad for President Biden? They have to push some sort of narrative other than focus on the facts. That's why I start the video with the fact that who is the shooter? Who is neutralized? Who is this person? What's their background? Let's talk about what's even going on here. Why should that be good for Donald? What are we talking about? But this is what Forbes is running with right here. This is not a joke. This is the Forbes article. Will surviving gunfire be Donald Trump's next appeal to black voters? Will surviving gunfire be Donald? That's what you're writing in Forbes? Or how about The Spectator? We are all MAGA now? Today we are all MAGA. No, we're not. We are not. We're going to call out the event. We're going to call out what took place at the event as being horrific. We're going to be very clear and say that political violence has no place in our system. And we're going to support our democracy. What are you talking about? They've lost their minds. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.